Hello, welcome to the news updates. My name is Deborah. We begin from Guinea. Colonel Mohamed Beavogui, who claimed power in Guinea following the September 5th military coup on Wednesday, named development veteran Mohamed Prime Minister in a decree read on public television. Mohamed, 68, has had a prestigious career with international organizations, including the UN, but has no national government experience, potentially distancing him from the Guinea political infighting of recent years. And in more stories, the World Health Organization on Wednesday endorsed the RTS/AS01 malaria vaccine, the first against the mosquito-borne disease that kills more than 400,000 people a year, mostly African children. The decision followed a review of a pilot program deployed since 2019 in Ghana, Kenya, and Malawi, where more than 2 million doses were given of the vaccine, first made by the pharmaceutical company GSK in 1987, after reviewing evidence from those countries. And in South Africa, South Africa's largest opposition party, Democratic Alliance, has sparked anger against putting up election posters deemed racially inflammatory in a town still reeling from the killings of dozens of mostly black people during July unrest. 36 people were killed during a wave of rioting and looting, largely blamed on South Africans of Indian descent in the southeastern town of Phoenix. And in Central Africa, 11 civilians were killed by rebels in Eastern Central African Republic, where government forces are battling armed groups, a senior official said on Wednesday. The attack occurred on Tuesday near Bambari, the CAR's fourth biggest city, where 3 cars came under fire, leaving a total of 11 dead and 6 wounded. A provisional toll earlier listed 7 dead, while aid workers, speaking on condition of anonymity, said at least 15 had died. And in Somalia, Somalia accused breakaway state Somaliland on Tuesday of forcefully evicting hundreds of people from a border town, as the UN Emergency Response Agency warned of a brewing crisis. Fleeing families said that armed police targeted southern Somali residents in the border town of Las Anod on Sunday, storming their homes, businesses, and schools before opening them to leave all belongings and immediately board trucks out of the city. Authorities in Somaliland said the operation was in response to a security threat. And in Angola, opposition announced that it was forcing a coalition to contest next year's presidential election in a bid to defeat the MPLA, which has been in power for more than 45 years. The People Liberation Movement of Angola has ruled the oil-rich country since its independence from Portugal in 1975. And in Nigeria, the coalition of united political parties yesterday urged the National Assembly to commence impeachment proceedings against President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan, and Speaker of the House of Representatives, Gbajabiamila, over pervasive insecurity and other knotty issues confronting Nigeria. Its spokesperson, Ikenga Imo Ugochinyere, who made a call at a press conference in Abuja, flayed President Muhammad Buhari for allegedly failing to protect life and property. And so in Nigeria, despite outcry and protest against the administration's penchant for frequent borrowings, the federal government yesterday hinted of its plan to borrow more to finance the 6.258 trillion naira deficit in a proposed 2022 budget. This was disclosed after the Federal Executive Council approved 16.39 trillion naira for the 2022 appropriation bill. The Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, who briefed newsmen, stated that the administration will continue to borrow to fund infrastructure projects as the government does not get much from its revenue sources. And on the foreign scene, the World Health Organization, WHO, says it is sending COVID-19 aid for North Korea through China's border port of Dalian, despite few signs North Korea's eased strict border lockdown to keep the virus out. In its latest weekly report for South and East Asia, which covers the period to the end of September, the WHO said it had begun shipments through Dalian port in China, which is near the border with North Korea. And moving on, at least 20 people were killed and over 300 others injured after a powerful 5.9 magnitude earthquake jolted a mountainous part of Pakistan, Balochistan province early on Thursday, collapsing several houses. Disaster management officials said the death toll may increase and that many people were killed when structures collapsed. Also, many of the dead were women and children. And on the sports scene, Emma Hayes called on her players to stop providing their opponents with gifts after 3 defensive errors, so Chelsea began their Women's Champions League campaign with a 3-3 draw against Wolfsburg on Wednesday night. Chelsea took an early lead through Sam Kerr, but some indecision in defense gifted goals to Wolfsburg strikers Taibe, Wasmut and Ju Rod. And finally, Jesse Lingard is missing out on a place at Euro 2020 is driving him to earn a spot in Gareth Southgate's England squad at the World Cup. The 28-year-old appeared destined to be nowhere near Southgate's consideration for a place in the squad last summer, only to shine on a loan spell at West Ham to bring himself into contention. The Manchester United player ultimately missed the cut, but was recalled for the September internationals, scoring twice in the 4-0 World Cup qualifying win over Andorra at Wembley. And that's it on News Updates. You can catch up with the news and programs on Jointum and Pangram. Also visit our website on www.africunia.tv to stay connected and updated. Once again, I'm Deborah. Bye for now.